land grab, as we saw, he put wonderful use into. Curious to see what the looks like. It's
1 and 2 for the side of Urian as well. Yeah, so V-Skill 2 is the enhanced fireball. He already has it ready.
Yeah. Okay, so he wants to be able to play a stronger zoning game, but he was using that earlier.
That's it. That's exactly it, right? You saw him counter the KKB against Child, having that V-Skill 2. Oh, no, that's a little tough. Ooh, activate.
Ooh. That was perhaps a drop right there, and here's that crush counter. Urian gets so much damage off of a crush counter, and then the no shimmy shimmy, just basically stand still at a range where you can't be thrown. See the throw whiff, get the max punish with the crouching heavy punch, and Destructive taking round number 1. Already on his way to tarnishing that perfect record.
That was actually pretty scary. The turnaround punch into the V-Skill. Okay, finally gets an opening off of the EX dash punch, and now Destructive. That's what I was looking for the first time. Child actually tried to contest the knee drops, actually traded with it a little bit off the mark. Urian ended up on top of his head, and so Child had to delay just a little bit or force the block. Oh, he's trying to anti-air so many of them, James.
All right, and now he's got the... Oh, actually, he back threw him. I was about to say, oh, because he wants the Aegis mix-up. Yeah, that's smart. Normally, most characters want to try to, like, throw you out there, but he wants to have that opportunity to mix you up there. Mid-screen.
Oh, sneaking in the dash, too. Dash up, throw.
Oh, that's not real, but here we go. Oh, he missed the tackle. Oh my God, the plot armor for Child, too strong. The plot armor is there. He still has not gotten his first loss.
Looking like a Rocky Balboa montage, man. It's a comeback of the century.
All right.
Overhead. Oh no, he missed the continuation. He couldn't find the link.
Yes,
and now he tried it again.
A player will drop a combo and you feel lucky, you take it anyway, because how many times have you dropped your own combo and lost, right? It's karma. It all comes back around.
That is a perfectly spaced anti-air from Destructive. And he had V-Skill 2 ready. Oh no, counter hit City. Don't get thrown.
Look at this pressure in the corner. There it is. Destructive taking game number 1. You can see why all the players there, all the viewers, I should say, voting 71% for Destructive, and indeed has given Child his first loss of the tournament. And let's see if Child can bounce back from that one and see if he can come back and take 3 maybe in a row, or at least 3 of the next 5 games. At least 5 games? Yes, 5 games.
That is correct, yeah. Mayday, we might have ourselves a switch from the side of Child, but I highly doubt it. I feel like he's just going to use this time to reassess and calm down a little bit, because there was a couple of moments that we noticed, right? There were a few times where he was trying to play too solid for his own good, and I mean that in a great way, because he does have the reactions to anti-air. However, when it comes to the knee drop specifically against Urian, I've seen Brian F get hit by this a couple of times and misplace his spacing, and he's even lost tournaments to this. It's very hard to contest the knee drop within certain ranges because of the Satura Balrog.
Yeah. And remember how I talked about how I would go with KKB first, and, you know, there might be a good chance for V-Skill 2. Of course, V-Skill 2 charging up the dash punch, making it 2 hits, making it plus on block, making it so you can cancel into it without a charge, etc. So, like, I feel like maybe that he might try that out, maybe, because like I said, if you ever see Urian charge up his fireball, you charge up your thing, and then you have the opportunity to get in through the dash punch instead.
So we'll see what happens, right? If there is a change up with the V-Skill, it's going to be a pretty big deal for Destructive with the Urian play. Being able to, I guess, throw out the fireballs a little bit more and contest, that's going to be kind of interesting to see. So we'll see if Child actually even goes with any sort of V-set change.
All right, let's see. What has he got over here? What has he got? We'll find out.
I think that is... I think he changed the V skill. I think he might have.
Yeah. Oh no, he changed the V trigger. He's at 1-1 now.
Both.
Yeah, he's at 1-1.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't both. My mistake.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's all good. Okay. Ooh, just raw overhead in your face, no fear. And look at that, there's that stand medium kick you were talking about with those active frames in there. Able to get the anti-air on the knees.
Ooh. Checking the low from that far. I haven't seen that yet, actually. Very good call out there from Child.
Smart call.
Into the mirror. There's going to be a lot of damage. The meaty headbutt afterwards. Big tech. Don't press the button.
Oh, he's trying. And actually, the timings at which he hit the mirror were all awkward enough that that Destructive couldn't take advantage of it, but Destructive could still take this match entirely. Oh. Oh,
yep,
no!
That's what I was looking for. Remember what we talked about earlier? Before this happened, he was too solid for his own good. It led to the double KO, trying to anti-air the double knee drop, which is great, absolutely great for Destructive because you know he was at the deficit.
Yeah, exactly. That was definitely a win for Destructive, getting that double KO there. And again, trading on that. You see how much damage those double knees do. So it's just, oof, man. Yeah, that's a tough one for Child because he had a pretty decent life lead, even survived that Aegis, and then ended up the double KO. In case you guys don't know, as you can see at the top of the screen, both players get around that way off of a double KO.
Oh, very
so it's
wise.
Basically kind of like a wash situation. But here comes Child. This is why you go with V-Trigger 1. It's the raw damage output. And there you go. Child able to bounce back and tie it up 1-1 after that double KO.
He's punching like a man, James. He's punching like a full-grown adult. He needs to change his handle ASAP. No, but you're absolutely right. The significant change up from Trigger 2 to Trigger 1 is actually pretty nasty. Let's take a look at how this went down in the first round, right? Child too solid for his own good. Trying to anti-air something like that, that's tough, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But that's good. Child here able to continue that momentum from that first round. And here we go. Oh, the counter hit combo, nicely done. Tried to go for a shimmy, but committed to the follow-up, the cancel, which was punishable. And there, yep, beating the regular knee drop. And now you got to deal with the mirrors. Oh, God.
Oh, that was tough. No follow-up. He just let him drop. Huh.
Oh, that's going to be huge right there. Good damage off of that, but the wake-up EX by Destructive. Just wants to shake your hand,
Trying to shake his hand.
It's like,
I want to shake his hand. Oh, man, go straight for the legs. That's, you know, we rarely get to see that from Child, being able to check with the dash low, the dash punch low. He's only done that like a handful of times throughout the entirety of like both of his sets, right?
Yeah, and I will say, even though he's gotten hit by that knee, I'm still impressed by his reactions to try to challenge it every single time, and he's just not discouraged from it either. Look at that, even in a meaty situation, and there's that trade again. You can tell that the way that Child is going after that knee drop is reaction to him going up into the air. He's not reading whether it's an EX or a regular, so he's always going for it every time, and that's kind of good for Destructive because then he can throw out the EX1, hope for the trade, because even on the trade he gets reset to his feet, and Balrog gets knocked down, so he does get a little bit of pressure in that situation.
And that was great defense there from Destructive, being able to sniff out when the overhead is coming. A lot of plus frames, but at the expense of 2 bars. Child did not get a single opening off of spending it. It was really expensive, but back to the mid-screen here. Destructive, where he's in favor, but he doesn't get the V-Skill 2 charged off, so that's good for Child at least.
Ooh. Just blocked just in time. And there's those limbs that we were talking about. Standing medium kick, coral kick. But there's that KKB we were talking about getting through the fireball. Ooh, yeah, and now the low actually goes for the converter. Misses the overhead, was expecting a quick rise, not the back roll, but can he get the stun? He doesn't even need the stun. He gets the kill. Child going up 2-0 versus Destructive. And you, like I said, you see the difference now. Now, obviously, V-Trigger 2 has a lot of its uses, but V-Trigger 1 is there for its pure, raw, destructive power. And like you said, the way Balrog hits the screen, like as soon as he came out, off of that V-Trigger, the way they shook the screen on every punch, it was so good. Such a nice effect.
Yeah, that's been a really huge game changer, honestly, for Child. Being able to get the potential mix-up off of it, the damage output as well to get himself started. It's been what's pretty much getting him all these W's, right? 2-1 against Destructive, but that was 2 rounds straight from that last game. So, again, now Destructive needs to make the adaptations.
Yeah, well, he's got the corner position here. Oh, no, that headbutt was a great idea to anti-air, but accidentally missed it, and so they swapped sides, which means Child's out of there. But look at this. Destructive with huge damage now.
Yeah, I wonder if he could have gone for a different, like a more conventional anti-air, like crouching heavy punch, but even that, like maybe back roundhouse.
Yeah, and you saw right there, Child went for the shimmy. He got the throw whip, but he wasn't expecting that throw whip to come as fast as it did. Oh! Look at this damage. He's in there. He goes for the low. Okay, goes for the reset into the throw. That was so smart. Chases down the V-shift. Gets the stun. Child223 with the comeback. Let me give you the 411 on this guy right here. He is going in with the damage. Woo.
I don't know, man. Someone's about to call 911 the way the Child's been abusing Destructive right now. Oh, my goodness. He's just destroying him.
Man, what a great comeback round for Child. Now, if you're Destructive, this is where the nerves start kicking in. You're like, well, I got this round pretty sure, and then all of a sudden it all falls apart. That can happen for sure. Ooh,
oh, when in down, tackle it out. Why not?
Ooh, waking up with buttons, not scared. Here we go, charges up that fireball.
Oh, the KKB! Destructive has had such a positive rate of blocking it. I take it all back. Destructive, he still has plenty more rounds to play, and he's here to show it. Again, the block on the KKB, I feel like he's blocked so many of them raw, right? Outside of that mix-up from the dash punches from V-Trigger 1, that I don't know if Child's picked up to that.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is like it hasn't discouraged Child from doing it either. Either he just has that much faith in it, or like you said, maybe he just hasn't noticed. Okay,
could be a mix
Destructive.
Oh boy! Ooh. Oh boy! The throw will do it.
No comebacks for you this time, says Destructive. And there you go, Destructive now tying it up 2-2. So we are going to the final game of this set, which is perfect because this has been an amazing set so far, and we get to see these two continue to duke it out to find out who gets into winners finals here. And that guarantees you top 30, and that guarantees you, part of that nice chunk of prize money there. I believe it was $350 for first, $250 for second. So, good money here for these players.
A nice 200, I should say. I think it's 2-2 right now. All twos on board, but Child223 does have a slight life with the KKB raw to check the V-skill activation. That was good. And I think it's really well thought out by Child, because if you don't have the dash punch, like if you're moving forward, you could use the KKB to kind of treat it like a mini dash punch, right? And that stopped out the V-skill. That was very smart.
Well, no challenge on the knees that time. Was just not in the range. Was afraid it was going to miss. Ooh, challenging and then gets the crouching medium kick into the mirrors. What's the mix-up here? Hasn't thrown out the second mirror yet.
Not quite. There it is. Yeah, in front to kind of intimidate. He's trying to get big on him, James. You see him put his arms out. He's like, yeah. Like he's trying to intimidate him. Don't do that against a bear, though. But, keeps him in the corner, keeps him locked down. Child not able to press the button because the mirror is so much closer, right?
Ooh, the crush, and again, Urien gets so much off of that charge heavy punch crush because he gets to dash up and keep the combos going here. Child now, after that amazing comeback, Destructive definitely did not let it get to him. But here comes Child, nice. Wake up EX headbutt, the invincibility to go through the media attacks.
Good interruption there to not let Child get anything started off that KKB mix-up. Destructive with a throw bait. Ugh. Don't get thrown. This is, oh my God, he tried to bait out the throw with the headbutt. And here comes Child. He knew all about it.
Not
the
like
roll
this.
is there. One more mix-up, actually. You do get critical art. That's it. Oh no. James, not like this.
He thought he was gonna get the stun off of that low rush. It was just shy by pixels.